Hello and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. All right, look at y'all. All right, we're already starting off here with the shout out to Courtney, Courtney Taylor for keeping us on task here, reminding that we're going to dedicate this stream to Courtney Taylor for um, making sure that all this stuff gets taken place. But I'm just excited. So welcome to All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I'm passionate about helping all victims of all ages and genders overcome the fear of facing challenges of being a victim to become a survivor. And right now, our platform is focused on the Shanquella Robinson case, where we are continuing to lift our voices here for justice for Shanquella by all means necessary. And I saw Courtney had came earlier when I was trying to talk about something else and reminded me that there are still voices that need to be lifted for Shanquella. So I do appreciate you again for that. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's has really kind of dried up as far as like new news. I did look, and the updates that they were having for today were really updates that we already got information on yesterday. But I do have something that I'm excited to share that I just found on the internet here. See, I seen an interesting video yesterday. Oh yeah, what was the interesting video? Please share. Drop that interesting video in the chat here. We'll give it a look. Um, yeah, like I said, so I scanned and scrolled around to see what I could find. I found two. However, when I kind of previewed them a little bit, they really appeared to be videos that we had already saw. And what I did see was slightly alarming. I saw a lot of videos of people. There was a video, someone, professing to be speaking to the spirit of Shanquella. I mean, it was just some things out there that we're not going down that route, and some, just some stuff I felt like weren't real true. You say, oh, hell of a chick. Okay, I hadn't seen anything from. I didn't see nothing on her. I'll take a look. I know they have been limiting when you put things in the search engine for this topic to come up, which has been really difficult to find information. I promise. But what I did find that was kind of moving to me was that there's a Wikipedia page out. Did y'all know that? So I want to start. I hadn't read. I just saw it just now. So I just want to share that. So shows our voices is really going somewhere with this here. You know, Justice for Shanquella. So here we have in the Wikipedia, the killing of the unaliving of Shanquella Robinson. So it says Shanquella Brenda Robinson, January 9th. Oh, she was getting ready to have a birthday. 1997, October 29th, 2022, was an American businesswoman, founder of women's fashion clothing line, hairstylist, and social media personality from North Carolina, United States, who was killed as a tourist while on vacation in Mexico. She died on October 29th, 2022, shortly after traveling with a group of loose acquaintance. Okay, this is fair. A friend, a group of loose acquaintance. That's very fair. And after arriving in the Mexican resort town of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, there was considerable public interest and intrigue surrounding the cause of her death. In addition, sustained collaborative efforts of citizen journalism, and that's us, and amateur news bloggers, that's us too, I guess, played an important role in bringing attention to Robertson's death to the point of Mexican authorities facing enhanced scrutiny, particularly because the municipal police department initially treated the death as a case of conventional tourist alcohol intoxication. Wow. A video later surfaced which showed Robertson being violently attacked in a rental villa prior to her death. The circumstances leading to her mysterious death, as well as the medical treatment, police report, and forensic inquiries into the cause of her untimely passing, have led to an ongoing high-profile transitional criminal investigation with the United States and Mexico. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that, usually it'd be a while for people to make it off into the Wikipedia. Courtney Taylor says, in her video, the Mexican governor said he didn't know about the crimes because he had been away in Mexico City. What? Hey, Tara Pink. Tara Pink. Yes. All right. We got some folks coming up in here. What's up, M-Mac? Salute, Arya. Happy birthday. Thank you. Salute to the chat. Thank you so much. Yes, 52 today, all day, every day. It's been a wonderful day, too. I've been getting a lot of birthday wishes and birthday greetings. I got an opportunity to spend time with all of my adult children. They came over, well, two of them did. One's lives out of the country. And, spend some quality time with them. I was able to live and FaceTime with the oldest one. And it's just been wonderful. I had a nice little meal, and, I had a good little time here. And I'm here for another year. And then you guys coming out to support and share with me too. Thank you so much. And Tara Pink says, dang, she got a page on Google. Yeah, so I'm just saying, every time I start feeling like, okay, there's no more to talk about, somebody, there's something. And then here's the proof, here's the evidence, Wikipedia already, and it just goes to show that, we can't stop. We have to keep doing it because it's making a difference here, because according to the Wikipedia, it's because of our voices, it's because that we haven't stopped talking about it is why, something is happening, why it's still in the media's attention. All right. Hey, Sharadia Niche, wow, is right. That is us. Our voices are being heard. Yeah, exactly. So, and I really didn't think, again, shout out to Courtney for, really, leading the way for this and continuing to say, justice for Shanquella and, keeping me perky about this whole thing. And, all of y'all too. This is really, it really is very moving here. Yep, she got that page in Google. So yes, Hey, Jackie Barty. Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome. I'm so grateful y'all coming in here. I hope y'all hitting that like button on your way in here. Yes. Thank you so much. Wait, I missed this one. Yes, Wikipedia. Exactly. I know what you mean. Yep. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. Yep. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Yeah. So now we're going to look for Courtney's seed here. Thank you very much. Jackie Barty says, happy birthday, Queen. I sure appreciate these birthday wishes. And so we're going to take a peek and find something from Hell of a Chick. And then remember, too, a few nights ago, we had come to the conclusion that they possibly might be not blackballing us, but not snowballing us, but shadow banning. I'm doing something to, keep our voices down. doing the thing here. So yeah. And oh, look here. Narrator says, greeting beauties and beautifuls. Happy birthday all around natural beauty. Thank you so much, Narrator. All right. Yeah, this is late night too here. All right. So here we go. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. So we said we're looking for hell of a chick and see what she got to say. So yeah, so since they've been like trying to keep this on the hush hush and secretly stuff really is really still happening because here we got a Wikipedia page already with real stuff on it, right? And you know that's quick. I didn't know they made it possible so fast. You know that was extremely fast. There you go, right there. All right, so Courtney says that Hell of a Chick should have some offering from yesterday. So let's take a peek and see. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Y'all be hooking me up here. Okay, so let me get this.
I will never go back to eyelash.
One moment there. All right, so let me take off a few of these boxes and share this here screen from our first video here. And I'm feeling really blessed when I saw that Wikipedia because I really didn't think, I was like, okay, yeah, this is the time. Time is coming for us to go ahead and skip on over that. All right. Thanks again, Courtney. Blows my mind. I like that.
What's good, guys? Today is Wednesday, December the 14th, 2022. This video will be regarding the Shanquella Robinson case and specifically an article that I found on the North Carolina Beat regarding Nazir Wiggins and his mama. Now, I previously did a video regarding Nazir Wiggins of information that I found online, just 10 things about him. Now, apparently his mama has people in her inbox on Facebook, and let's see what she has to say.
Mama can't take the heat.
Nazir Wiggins' mother claims her son was not at the villa when Shanquella Robinson died. Now, this was wrote by Gerald Jackson, so I'm not sure what your opinion is of him, but it did come from the North Carolina Beat. And he starts it off with, word on the curb. Nazir Wiggins' mother is sticking with the story her son got on Instagram and told the world, claiming he was not inside the villa when Shanquella Robinson was attacked.
I was not there.
Somebody hopped into Nazir Wiggins' mother's Facebook inbox, acting like they were really concerned about her son trying to get some tea. Don Costner is not Nazir's mother's real name. And if you watched my video, you would know that that is her name, but that's her middle name. Her name is actually Tyra Dawn Costner, okay? The North Carolina Beat has identified her real name as Tyra Dawn Wiggins, and she is the biological mother of Nazir. She uses Dawn Costner as her Facebook name for whatever reason. And I think that's a family name. So that's where I think that comes from, okay? I don't think it's just some fictitious name that she came up with. Shows this picture of her taken from Facebook. In a string of Facebook messages obtained by the North Carolina Beat, Tyra did say that her son had spoken to the FBI on December the 2nd and was, quote, cleared. However, the FBI has not cleared Nazir of any wrongdoing as of Wednesday evening when he wrote this article. And then he went on to say, girl, he ain't cleared. You cleared him. Let's be clear. If Nazir told the same story to the FBI that he told the world on Instagram, you could most likely believe he will not see freedom in his future. Let's look at these messages, okay? At the top, it says Don Costner. All right. It says, of course. And they did. But he good. We have God on our side. My son lost 4 people that week. My nephew, my cousin, and my aunt died that same week. That beautiful baby lost her life. My son was going there to have fun, but ran into some BS and was blinded by all of it. So he told his truth. They just need to tell theirs, period. This person went on to say, sad. They tried to drag him into it. He seems really sad on TikTok. They are now proving the people who killed her had cops lie about trying to save her for 2 hours. Death certificate saying she died at 3, probably 30 minutes after your son showed up. But the other people, cops and doctor, are under investigation. She says, thank you for even coming at me with respect. My family is a prayerful family, and all my son want to do is bring his friend. I appreciate you. Love. Thank you. Next message. Oh, I'm so sorry about your loss. I'm glad y'all have a lawyer and his. And then it cuts off. This is the next message it shows. That's a picture of Nazir's video course that they sent to her. And the message says, Ayo, stop listening to anything on the internet and the news. We just talked to the FBI yesterday, who cleared my son. So I don't give a F about what they saying. We got all the facts, and that's not true. Videos and all. So I know it's not true. This person says, I'm so glad he's cleared. I was just giving you heads up to what came out yesterday. She said, yeah, thank you.
Okay, I finally found what boosts my metabolism, and it's not crazy.
Ooh, yeah, thank you. So basically, I guess that's the same interview that Gossip Girl read. That's what I'm saying, y'all. They just recycling the same stuff. There's nothing new coming out. They're just all they're doing is repurposing it. And the sad thing is that some people, like I said, I saw this one. I didn't even bother to even finish watching it. You know, talking about these communicating with the spirit, and no, yeah. So, you see what y'all talking about over here. I'm gonna give a shout out and thank you to Narrative for the Cash App. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Happy birthday to me. Thank y'all so much. And so Narrative is stream sponsor for now. Thank you so much, Narrative. Let's see here. Let's see. He's such an M. Who y'all was talking about? Who y'all was talking about again? I don't like those ugly A shorts he's promoting. Who's promoting shorts? Who y'all talking about? Oh, Lord. I'm so far behind. All right, so, okay. I don't know who y'all talking about. We about to get back to this here video and finish this up. I think we're coming in for a landing on it. Yeah. But honestly, y'all, that's what she read off. It's the same stuff. It's just the same text that we already heard.
And this is a continuation from the message I just read, the first one. I'm so sorry about your loss. I'm glad y'all have a lawyer.
Thank you, Courtney. You keep me online.
Will prove he wasn't there. His mama said, that TikTok is a fake page. People done made fake pages with his face. They tripping my son, not wanting to harm himself, just fed up, and I want my son to be cleared. And that person said back to her, not sure if this is his TikTok, but if it is, he's really sad about it. And then they replied back, oh, okay. The next message they sent to her first, it says, many people think he was there. Wrong place, wrong time. And these people who actually killed her are not wanting him to snitch on him. She said back to them, Miss Tyra said, his lawyer has him, but thank you for your concern. And he's aware. I raised son to stand on his own. He not worried about friends. He don't owe none of them anything. He good. He just want his name clear. This person said, okay, that's good. He has a lawyer. His story and flights match up. Those friends of his dragged him into their murder.
Wow.
She said, and they will have to pay for what they did. Just leave him out of it. You feel me? This person says, I'm so happy to hear that. I picked his live story apart and put his timeline together. He was not there. I'm sorry people are harassing your Facebook. But the last few days, people are saying actually his story matches up.
Hmm.
I just read that message. So that is the last one that's on here. But I found this to be quite interesting. Now, as far as the deaths in their family go,
Oh yeah.
From what I can tell, and this is the strange part, I'm pretty sure I found his daddy on there, and they have had deaths in their family. So that kind of checks out for me. But as far as him being cleared, I don't buy that. I do not buy that. Yes, he may have talked to the FBI on December the 2nd, but no, that don't mean he's cleared. It does not mean he's cleared. Because this case is really just in the very beginning phase. So how can she say he's cleared? Cleared of what? I guess is what the question should be. Cleared of what? So I just wanted to bring this story to the channel because this is the first time I've heard her say anything at all. And again, we have to take what she's saying into context. Okay.
Right. Yeah, but we had already knew that they had broke that story. We had went over that a few days ago. She's just reading it now. Let's see what else she got on here. All right, so that was there. Then this one is from today. No, yesterday. Something about a report tracking down the Cabo 6. So we'll check that one out in a second there. So Tara Pink says Nazir and his ugly shorts he said. I didn't know he was selling some shorts though. So he's still trying to be vocal out in the public's eye. See, hey Lakeisha. Lakeisha says Nazir's modeling career is not going to take off. So he's really modeling some shorts, y'all. Y'all being funny. Let's see. No, it's not. Okay. Let's see. He got to have his mama speak up for him. Yeah, so we talked about these mama's boys and, daddy's girls, stuff like that. These, be narcissistic mothers that be upholding their sons and, covering them and knowing that they're doing wrong and actually, making excuses for them and stuff like that. So she's probably that one there. All right. And says it's Kylie's company and Nazir is the model. The same PPO loan. Oh, that Shanquella had for her clothing company. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had heard that was where some of the jealousy had stemmed from, was that, she had actually, applied it and really, did something with it and, multiplied it. I guess something like Matthew 25, when he gave one servant 5 talents, 1 3 and 1 1. And anyway, she actually did something with the PPP loan and made a prospering business. And I had heard that they didn't and was envious of her for that fact. Let's see. Tara Pink says, "Oh, okay." Lakeisha said, "Mom looks though like she had a rough life." Yeah, I know she was. She looked like she had when she was 13. She looked like the mama on that played on Friday that played Smokey's mama. Let me stop. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Tara Pink says, "Well, he not doing them shorts any justice." With his little skinny legs, huh? Queen B. Hay says, "Hi, Beauties family and birthday queen. Thank you so much. I sure appreciate that." What's up, Gin Juice? Greetings, gorgeous queen. Thank y'all so much. Really super appreciate the love and support. Y'all showing up for justice for Shanquella Robinson. I sure appreciate it. Yeah, we all do. We see like, we matter. So it's just good to affirm that, this is really happening. It really does make a difference. Keep on talking and stuff like that. Because if it wasn't for, like they said, the media, social media, all of us talking about it, it wouldn't have even gotten this amount of attention. So keep the voices going. Justice Power says, "Hi, beautiful. Hello, hello, hello." And Lakeisha Harris says their company bombed the website. No one ordered to close. Yeah, because imagine the stigma behind that. Like, who would want to even try to help them, support any business, anything that they want to do? Like, what, the other day they found out where the one girl was working at and they pulled up on her at the job, So she, I'm sure she probably ain't been back to work since. She was hightailing it out of there. It's kind of her little white Mercedes Benz and was like, yeah, that's me rolling the window up. And she drove on off out of there. So yeah, I don't see them being prosperous with anything. People will definitely boycott anything they trying to put out. All right, so this here was Courtney's contribution for Hell of a Chick. So there is one other video from her. And if anybody else has any contributions, please deposit those into the chat and we'll be happy to take a look at them, if it's some new information out there. All right. Otherwise, we will, let me see which one. I did have something that said for the 15th. But again, like I said, I think all these ones, because I went looking through really hard. It's difficult to find anything on the search engines for the topic too. It's amazing how it's all hidden out. So we'll give a Hell of a Chick her second try here. This one here is supposed to be talking about the Cabo 6. So we'll see if we got some new information or if we just we just recycling it again. Here we go. Thanks again, Courtney.
What's good, guys? This video will be regarding the Shanquella Robinson case. And specifically, I wanted to cover a story that WBTV out of Charlotte did. They ran it 19 hours ago. And they, too, were on the hunt for one of these so-called friends that went with Shanquella Robinson to Puerto Las Cabos on October the 28th of 2022, where she was found dead 24 hours later. Was so looking forward to this trip. And it ended so tragically for her.
I know all their names now.
So far, there's been no justice in this case.
I can identify them.
I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know off top. I'm not going to stop talking about this case. But specifically, I wanted to get into this article that they wrote and also the video that they captured. Now, like I said, this did come out 19 hours ago. It's coming via WBTV, which is in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
And it says, what happened to Shanquella Robinson? WBTV goes to High Point for an answer. Now, if you watched my previous videos regarding the Cabo 6 that I've done, and the only one that I haven't done is Dejanay Jackson. And that's because I'm really looking into a few things about her. I haven't forgot about it, but I wanted to try to put out the most thorough information that I could. Now, High Point, we know from my Who is Elise Hyatt video, that's who they're talking about, okay? So they went to Elise Hyatt's job.
Oh, yeah, right? We saw that one.
And the correspondent on this is Brandon Hamilton. He wrote this article as well as he is featured in the video. And I will show the video after this article. But let's get into this. As people nationwide continue to search for answers in the death of Shanquella Robinson, the journey to find those answers took us from Charlotte, North Carolina to High Point, North Carolina. WBTV arrived in High Point around 4:30 p.m. on Monday to find one of the friends, and I use that word very lightly, who was reportedly inside the villa with Shanquella Robinson on October the 29th.
Oops, I was too late.
Through a source,
I was about to, I named the names.
But because she has not been charged with any crime, WBTV is not naming or revealing her identity. Well, I am, okay? Let's just be always real about it. I am. It's Elise Hyatt. We waited until the reported friend walked out of a business around 5 p.m.
Brandon Hamilton says to work.
I work for WBTV. We're just trying to figure out what happened to Shanquella, he said. After a brief conversation, she quickly closed her car door and drove off without
What brief
answering
conversation? She got the car and
As far as
pulled
the
out.
investigation, the FBI said on yesterday, that its investigation continues. This FBI investigation is separate from the investigation by Mexican authorities in which an arrest warrant has been issued for an unnamed friend on the trip. And we all know it's Dejanay Jackson. I mean, just come on with the jokes. We know it's Dejanay Jackson. We don't have to beat around the bush about that, okay? We just don't. Now, let's cut to this video so that you guys can see exactly what Brandon Hamilton encountered with Elise Hyatt.
We take a journey trying to uncover why this Charlotte 25-year-old woman was found dead in Mexico. And that journey led us to High Point. WBTV's Brandon Hamilton has been breaking developments in this case since last month. He tracked down one of the people reportedly with her on that trip to Cabo. Brandon, did you talk with them? What did you find out?
Sources tipped me off to where one of those friends on their trip with Shanquella could be, Molly. And yes, we spoke quickly, but our goal was simply to ask what happened to Shanquella Robinson. From Charlotte to High Point, North Carolina. We're headed to High Point to find one of the friends of Shanquella Robinson. We received a tip on an address, so we'll see if she is willing to talk. The goal of this trip was to ask the one question that is being asked around the country. The death of this Charlotte 25-year-old has raised eyebrows nationwide. What we wanted to ask happened to Shanquella Robinson. WBTV photojournalist Noah Shun and I arrived in High Point around 4:30 on Monday afternoon to find one of the friends who was reportedly inside the hotel room with Shanquella in late October when this viral video was taken. A source said the reported friend would be leaving work around 5 p.m. I was also given a name which we're not repeating because no person around Shanquella has yet to be charged in the United States. We haven't talked to any of the friends. Their numbers have been either disconnected, no one's answering at their home addresses. So we just simply want to know again what happened to Shanquella. Right at 5 o'clock, a woman fitting her description walked out of a business. I then approached her, and again, we're blurring her face because no charges have been filed. This is how our conversation went. Hi, I work for WBTV. Just trying to figure out what happened to Shanquella. Did any comment? She closed her car door and then drove off without answering anything. And Molly, our entire conversation was no more than 10 seconds. Also today, the FBI told me its investigation continues. Now, this is separate from an investigation by Mexican authorities. The prosecutor there in Mexico has issued an arrest warrant for an unnamed friend on that trip. Molly.
Well, we're going to take a quick little boosty break here to give, wrong thing here. I made something, a change in the thing here. There we go. Our new stream sponsor, NMAC, with the Cash App. Thank you, NMAC, for the Cash App. $15 for the birthday girl. I sure appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. So basically, like I said, we saw this kind of too. So with the Elise kind of boning out when they approached her.
So I'm
she's
sure
saying the same thing.
Elise Hyatt was expecting.
Oh, that's her.
And has been expecting, and probably has been approached by several other people. But Monday rather, she was approached by WGBTV's Brandon Hamilton. She had no words.
And exactly, he said it was a conversation. She didn't say nothing. She just got in her car and she boned out.
None. And got in her car and drove off like the little coward that each and every one of the Cabo Six are.
She didn't give it two shakes.
I just wanted to cover the story.
She got in her Mercedes and boned out.
Because I'm not going to stop saying Shanquella's name. Just not going to do it.
That's right, y'all.
There needs to be justice in this case.
Justice for Shanquella, for real. Yes. Thank y'all so much, too. She's right. Hell of a chick is absolutely right, because it's making a difference. We saw that. We got Wikipedia pages dedicated to the whole cause, and multiple people, really speaking the name out and stuff is really something here. Hey, Lakeisha says, the reporter asked, how are you doing? She replied, can't you see good? Oh, okay. I didn't hear that. Okay. So she had a little small conversation. So look, she being snooty booty about it. So she don't give a hoot. Let's see. Arnisha is giving 100% to Gin Juice. That's right. Yeah, they rats for show. Hey, Rebecca, she said, if he knows anything, he needs to tell where are standing for justice for Shanquella. Beautiful queen. Thank you so much. Yes, justice for Shanquella. Y'all right. We all right. Yep. Over here, no more moments of silence. We're doing moments of speaking. Jinju says, Elisa, I always say this name wrong. I don't know why. That rat was spotted at her medical workplace, and the location is deleting the bad reviews. I can't believe they are allowed to do so much, but no justice yet. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, because I guess legally nobody could really, they haven't, they're not wanted for anything. They're technically free to do. So, yeah. Thank you, MMAC. I appreciate that. I sure appreciate that so much. Y'all just making me feel so special. Yeah. So, again, the next contribution is going to be somebody else had said something, but I don't remember. Jinju said, so if these rats are not hiding, I'm excited because that means they are easily to get. Oh my goodness, Jinju's West Side. Jinju said they easily to get clipped by anyone. Just take my pow and I'll be home in time for dinner. You sound like Monster Cody up in here. Just a thought, y'all. Okay, so we know sometimes we got to, gin juice down. We got to say down for gin juice. Be taking it really there. So again, I'm going to see what I did find two videos. Again, I think these are recycles, y'all. So I'm going to just go ahead and put it out there and see what we see on this one. What's happening? What's happening on here? This is from a new person too, so maybe it might be something new. We've seen so many of the regular folks, y'all. So this here is going to be from a new person. Maybe what's it here? Alicia said, pull that LPN license. I feel bad for those residents at the assisted living facility. I know, huh? Because, but what would they pull it for abuse or something like that? Because, I guess, yeah. If she's, can be proved that she's in that video, because that's considered abuse or, something. And then, yeah, that's true. That's a good point there. That is definitely a good point. That's how things happen to, that license suspended. All right, so here we go with our new video. I'm just going to scroll through it just to kind of see. This one here is kind of long. It's a new person. So, okay, here we go. Let's go on and go for it. I'm just hoping that that video's not
The news that
It'd be hard to
Shanquella
keep
Robinson
watching
case
it,
has
y'all.
been escalated to FBI investigation. Many of us are growing more and more impatient, waiting for updates and answers to the
Yeah,
universal
that's true.
questions surrounding her murder.
Yeah.
Why? Why did the Cabo Six do this? Why didn't anyone stop it? Why did they lie? Why didn't Mexico do something sooner? Why did it take 19 days for us to find out? Why did it
Yeah.
take Black Twitter's involvement to make it matter? Why didn't they
Wow.
call 911 sooner? Really? Why the $5,000? Why was she naked? Why did you record her? Why, Khalil? Why did you
Oh,
do
she's good.
nothing? Why are you hiding? Why did you refuse her the life-saving care she so desperately needed? Why did you visit her mother? Why are you not arrested?
Yeah,
If you're like me, you also want to know why this doctor, Dr. Carolina Beatriz Ornelas Gutierrez, a young doctor who is really just beginning her career, why would she put it all on the line by lying on the police report and
I don't think the
omitting
doctor
obvious
did that,
signs of
y'all.
trauma that were present on Shanquella's face, neck, and back? We know
Somebody
she
in
saw
her
the
office
bruises,
wrote
not
that.
on her head.
Yeah.
The split.
I don't think a doctor did that, y'all. It don't even sound like a real doctor would write something so remedial.
Remember, Nazir told us she pointed it out to him. Take a listen.
I didn't really notice the knock on her head until.
See how those narcs lie. He did, he said, I didn't really notice, right? He didn't say he didn't notice. I didn't really notice. So it's not really a lie, right? Got to listen to all of the words, y'all.
The nurse pointed it out. I did see the bump on her lip. She did have a blood vessel bust in her eye.
Why did the doctor go along with the Cabo Six? They were all strangers. And why did the police allow them to leave without issue? Could this have been a case of the young doctor not realizing she was in the middle of a crime scene? Maybe she.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. This is payment to these lower level people. There was no doctor on the scene, y'all. No doctor on the
Knew it
scene.
was a crime scene, but had so grossly mishandled the situation
No.
that she felt the need to lie to cover her own mistakes. Maybe she felt outnumbered and was afraid to stand up to the Cabo Six. And there's the belief of so many who are watching this case unfold.
The doctor
Did she take
never
a bribe?
showed up
If
there.
she did, what was the magic number? 5,000? 10,000? Or was it the $17,000 we have heard so many rumors about?
Wow.
I've tarried over this question nightly ever since I heard about this. What on earth would possibly inspire not just one, but everyone on the scene to lie and put their careers at risk? To me, it seemed like quite a reach for someone who has spent considerable amounts of time training to become a doctor, a police officer, a first responder, only to end it all on one afternoon for 6 total strangers. In what world does that happen? In what world does someone do that?
It doesn't.
And then one night, while searching, it suddenly appeared on my screen. My heart raced with every word I read. I literally could not read the words fast enough. I was totally freaked out, and my heart went from my chest to my stomach. I thought, this cannot be. And the further I dug, the more my fears were confirmed.
What?
I couldn't organize my thoughts fast enough to bring this to you. But now here we are. And we're going to get into it. We're going to get into why I think the doctor and the first responders all lied to cover the violent details of Shanquella's murder. But first, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on updates to this story, breaking news, and so much more. Now let's get into it. Shanquella Robinson, a beautiful young entrepreneur, was found dead in a San Jose del Cabo hotel room on October 29th after traveling to a luxurious resort with 6 others the day before. Mexican authorities stated in the autopsy that she had died from a severe spinal cord injury, but her 6 travel companions, the doctor on the scene, and first responders all had something totally different to say about that. They said it was alcohol poisoning and cardiac arrest. Later, a video emerged showing Shanquella being
Y'all see that?
brutally assaulted by one of the 6, Dejanay Jackson. But when asked about what had happened to Shanquella, the so-called 6 friends, now known as the Cabo Six, insisted it was the alcohol poisoning that killed her. The Mexican authorities, along with the doctors.
All right, and then remember, y'all, they showed her playing the alcohol game. That's why this is a story, right? So when they said it's the alcohol poison, they got the video of them playing the little drinking game and all that stuff to collaborate their story. That's why I don't believe there was no real doctor there. This is what they told the maid, and they paid them to, corroborate this story for them. There were no real first responders on the scene. We know that Mexico is a poor poor country, and they don't have these kind of, doctors aren't coming to the scene to respond. Doctors don't even come to scenes to respond here in America, let alone you think they're going to be responding to the scene in a country
Statements
like
on the police
that?
report that
No.
Shanquella appeared to be inebriated, showed signs of dehydration, and that she ultimately had a seizure all corroborated the alcohol poisoning story. But in my opinion, the doctor's statements unravel from there. She said her vital signs were stable. Is this possible with extreme alcohol intoxication? According to NIH, when someone drinks too much, whether it's over a period of time.
All right. So the reason why I'm just stopping it right there is because we know that the death certificate says that the cause of death was the severe spinal cord injury and the atlas luxation, her head being knocked off of her skeleton, basically, right? And we know that the lifespan after receiving that injury is 15 minutes. So it's no way that any doctor, any first responder, anybody, any Nazir coming the next day would have found any signs of life on Shanquella. She was gone 15 minutes after the person that Dejanay that we saw in the video did the moves on her, slung her over, broke her neck, and continued to attack her head and neck until she didn't move anymore. It was 15 minutes after that. It was done. So the rest of this stuff is all lies. That's part of their story that they probably already had concocted. Like it's not unrealistic that there could be people do this kind of stuff. Like I was saying before, my son's younger sister, 19 years old, was a femicide about 11 years ago. Body was found in 3 states over from her birth state of California. And then there was a video footage that showed her in Las Vegas, and then her body is found in Arizona. So do you think that the LAPD tried to figure out who unalived her? Do you think that the Nevada PD tried to figure out who unalived her? Even the Arizona, PD didn't want to, no one wanted to touch the case. So these cases go cold and unsolved. So that's why it's super important that we do keep this out there, the real justice for Shanquella. And so, oh, look at here. Wait a minute. Okay, let me go here and do all this little stuff here. All right, we got my girl Ty Libra in the hizzy. Hello, beauties. So happy to be here. Thank you. So happy to see you here. All right. And see, Courtney said the video titled on her page is called Governor's Clues for 3 weeks in Shanquella Robinson case. Okay. And that's on the hell of a chick. All right. So we'll give her another try back. Please thumbs up. Thank y'all so much. You see what the thumbs is looking like over there. Appreciate it. All right. Thank y'all so much. All right. Hey, Tasha Love. I bet she's not going back to work. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They didn't rent her up out of town. She ain't going back nowhere. Yeah, but I guess you're going to have to try to find some place so she can, keep up with that Mercedes payment. Y'all, she got to get her job. Say, M Mac and Jen Juice, salute to y'all. All right. We got our people up in the house. All of that's right. Thank y'all so much. Jen Juice says Khalid paid Nazir cash tomorrow for him to put their shorts on the line. They got some shorts. Jen Juice and Ty Lieber. All right. Thank y'all so much. Please go ahead and like and subscribe too. Thank y'all so much. I need some new subscribers and as many likes as possible. So let's go ahead and get this one here finished up. Where this whole little story here is just for entertainment purposes only.
Or all at once, the blood pressure becomes elevated. Check it out here.
I'm just going to skip over that because this is we don't need to know any of that details because there was no assessment made. So anybody saying that they made an assessment that Shanquella was slurred speech and all that stuff is a complete lie. It's impossible. There was no slurred speech. There was no, and even how would they make a diagnosis of dehydration, right? They didn't take no labs. They didn't draw any blood. How do you know someone's dehydrated from alcohol poisoning? How are you determining this? Right? Because in the hospital, we'd have to take some blood to see what's going on. We can't just go out, I think this is alcohol poisoning. It don't work like that, right? We take some labs, we do some tests, we run some tests. And you're definitely not running any tests out in the field. So yeah, this was all part of the story. I think, they were probably, I don't know if they were expecting it to happen this fast, but it definitely looked like these were some rehearsed moves as far as like, how to, because, the attack that we saw on that head and neck, to me, just seemed extremely, extremely strategic, extremely. All right, so let's get on back here, get this here finished up.
Coming in the doctor's statement is her glaring omission of the obvious signs of trauma that Shanquella had suffered. How does a doctor encountering a patient who is said to be suffering from alcohol poisoning look at the bruises on
Exactly. A doctor wouldn't. This here is the person writing what they think, how the doctor would write it. You know what I mean? If a doctor was part of the cover-up story, it would sound more plausible. Like maybe they would say the person fell from the balcony or something like that. They would make it more believable. That way, I'm not going to put my license on the line. Like if I'm saying, if I'm going to support the lie, the cover-up story as a nurse, I'm going to make it more believable. I'm going to say, well, she fell from the window or something. We can justify a broken neck and a broken back with the fall, even the bruises on the face. So that lets me know why it's a poor cover-up, because the doctor, any medical professional would have made the cover up like what really happened, because we would have known that once the real autopsy come in to see all these injuries, me documenting that it was alcohol poisoning and I did CPR, it's going to be obvious that I couldn't have done CPR on the corpse, because with the broken neck, we already know it's no breathing. So a real professional would have wrote something, the cover-up story would have been more believable, right? It would have been more believable. They would have, it would have been able to get away with it more if they had said that for the accident, or for the cause of death. Yeah. All right, so we coming in for a landing here.
Neck and back, the split in her lip, the knot on her head, and a broken blood vessel in her eye, and not immediately become suspicious about whether any of that is playing a role in the patient's lack of response. Doctors are trained investigators. They are taught to observe all the signs presented as clues for what may be going on. This is basic general practitioner level work. I also have a problem with Dr. Catalina finding it more important to state on the police report that she asked the Cabo 6 for permission to transfer Shanquella to the hospital, but they refused.
Other clue right there. I don't know how many of y'all kind of know the personalities of these doctors, but they don't even really listen too much to the nurses, let alone to any family members. I don't know how many of you guys have been able to tell the doctor how to do their job. That is something like, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. There's never going to be a time, especially in an emergency situation, that the doctor is going to listen to a lay person that doesn't know anything, right? So these are all stories. So no real medical professional had anything to do with this. These is all fake stuff, because a real medical professional would have been like, nah, we can't say that, y'all. Like, they're going to know that we didn't do that. They're going to know we didn't start in the IV. They're going to know that, right? Because they're going to know. So, yeah.
Why is this so important to
That's
state?
why.
In my opinion, Dr. Carolina was trying to absolve herself from responsibility here. It's her way of saying, I I tried to tell them, but we all know that a doctor doesn't need permission in a life or death situation. They have a duty of care, and part of that duty is to take prompt action if they think the patient's safety is being compromised. The more appropriate question that should have been captured on the police report would have been the basic investigative question. Where did the bruises, the knot, the split lip, the broken blood vessel come from? It doesn't take a doctor to know this. Anyone walking into that situation would have,
including the police, right? They should have known that that's a crime scene. But we also heard through that one Mexican reporter that the first responders aren't really police officers. These people don't have any training for real. So the Mexico's issue is that they're sending untrained people to be first responders, and that's not the way it should go. You're supposed to send, the real trained people there that know what to do, instead of having people that don't know what to do and letting them make the decision if this is something that's important or not. Like a real assessment needs to be made and stuff like that, which they don't do. They don't do that there. So, and that's the other reason how we know that it's not a doctor. If the real judges and looking at the cases and people are going places and they're saying that, somebody just gave them a Band-Aid. So we know that real nurses aren't the ones that they're claiming to be nurses, and real doctors probably aren't the ones that they're claiming to be doctors. These aren't real licensed, educated people. These are just these imposters, y'all. They just impersonating here. Oh, we got some more chat going on here. Let's see. Ernie Williams, hello. Says justice for Shanquella. To you, my queen. Thank you so much. Yes, and we see here now our justice for Shanquella is working. It's doing something, and this is a good thing, and we gonna keep doing it, y'all. And I thank y'all for the support too. Jinju says we must continue to say her name, but allow the authorities to make sure they cross every T and dot every I. There cannot be any mistakes with this case. Exactly. And that was the other reason too why I was, being a little cautious about, I don't know, maybe do we, keep a hush on it, or, how do we work this? How do we go from here to make sure we're being helpful and not hurting or hindering the situation here? So MX says, salute at Ty Lieber. Good to see you. Yes, it is. Hey, David. Hi, Treya. Just showing some love. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Shout out to the mastermind, TLA mastermind members here, where we're doing big things on YouTube here. Folks got YouTube channels and growing them and using this YouTube as a source, a stream of income. All right. Say, and more salutes and stuff going out there. Jinju says, I strongly believe they will all get street justice. Jinju, it's just a matter of time. They'll definitely get theirs. No tears will be shed from me. Okay, Jinju is raw. All right. And Rebecca says he knows something he needs to tell because he's going to jail because he was there and he's the only one that's talking. Yeah. I think a few days ago we did acknowledge that the Dejanay character is really detained. We had got one person had really gave the booking number and all the receipts on that little situation there. So let's see. We almost done with this one here. Let's go ahead and get finished up here with
asked that question. Don't get me wrong here. I believe Dr. Carolina asked that question, but intentionally omitted it from the report. So why the discrepancy? Why did the coroner note trauma as a potential factor in Shanquella's death?